Welcome in the second section of our course. In this section, we will be publishing and consuming messages, so we'll be starting stock exchange application. Firstly, we'll see how to consume messages. We'll be creating subscriber for our stocks. Next, we'll see how to use publisher to emit stock events. Once we have those both parts, we'll be testing stock flow. Finally, we'll see how to handle errors in subscriber. So this is a first video in which we will be looking at the part of consuming messages, creating subscriber. First we'll be creating stock and subscriber. Then we'll create stock data DTO that will be a transfer object between publisher side and subscriber side. And finally, we will see how to leverage subscriber interface. So here is our stock and subscriber that implements subscriber of stock data. Subscriber is already known interface to us, but we are passing custom stock data. Let's look at this data transfer object. So this is a simple class that has two important fields. First one is a name of the stock and second one is a price of the stock. We have also equals method and hashcode implemented, because sometimes it can be used in the data structures that are underlying to our processing that operates on the hashcode and equals. So this is important to implement those methods properly for our DTO object. And also we have a toString method implemented that is a very simple implementation for debugging purpose. And then we need to create whole life cycle that is specific to the subscriber. We are creating the atomic integer that tells us how much messages to consume. This is a parameter that is passed in the constructor. So let's go to the constructor. Here we can see that it takes how much messages to consume and file silently. That second property is not important for us right now. It will be more in the fourth video of this section, but let's focus on how much messages to consume. So this is an atomic integer with number of messages that this specific subscriber should consume. We have a subscription object as well that is assigned when we have unsubscribe. So when the first subscription is created for this specific subscriber, the subscription is passed here and we are assigning it to the field to make it able to use further. Finally, we have a consume events that are visible for testing. So we'll be using that field to perform testing of the subscriber. So basically we'll be aggregating events in this specific field. So then let's go to the onNext method. That method is fairly complex right now, but also let's not focus on everything here, but the beginning. So we are getting stock data item and we are decrementing our how many messages to consume. So it means that we processed first from those that we are wanted to process. So then we are printing that we got a specific item, and then there is some error logic handling, but let's skip that right now. And we are adding that item to consumed elements, and it is important for us for testing. Next, if our how much messages to consume is greater than 0, so it means that this subscription needs to consume more messages to fulfill our condition that was passed as the argument. We are requesting another item. So as you remember from the previous section, we were using subscription request only in the unsubscribe and we were passing the max integer value or item equal to 1. But this time we are processing first element here. When we are ready, we are signaling that we are ready. First element arrives to this method. We are decrementing how much messages we want to consume. And if you are still interested in message, we are requesting another element. So this is processing on demand. If you want more, we are submitting that we want one more element, and it will be done until the how much messages to consume integer will be equal to 0. We have also onError and onComplete implemented, but they are only simple system out print lines.